I want you to think for a second about your sophomore year of high school, if that's possible. What class was it, and what did you learn? Now I want you to think to your fourth grade year. What was your first big test over? If you were like me, there is no way you could remember this information. I don't even know where my keys are right now. That's a true story, actually. Don't tell my wife, she's here, actually. I don't remember much about my 7th grade algebra class, but I remember the moment my math teacher took me aside and told me that I was good at math. I remember the color shirt I was wearing when my choir director told me that she thought I would be a good music educator one day. There are moments like these that I don't forget because they were significant to me. Those are the moments when someone saw potential in me. I want you to think for a second. Was there a moment when someone saw potential in you? Moms don't count though, sorry. Maybe it was a teacher, a colleague, or a friend. What did they see in you? And also, how did that affect the way that you viewed yourself? I want to share a story with you that fundamentally changed the way I viewed the potential in people. It begins at my computer at Reed Academy Middle School over a series of emails about something we may be able to all relate to, lunch detention. Email 1. An email from my principal to the Reed staff on September 30th, 10:34 a.m. Change is hard, all capital letters. But let's try something new. I have made a lunch detention sign up into a Google Sheet. So if you need to assign someone lunch detention, please go to Shared With Me in your Google Drive and find lunch detention. Principal to the Reed staff on October 12th, 3:43 p.m. Lunch detention rates are definitely on the rise, of course, now since you can type them from the comfort of your own room. Principal to the Reed staff on October 25th, 3:14 p.m., about 2 weeks later. To accommodate the influx in lunch detention additions, starting tomorrow, any students assigned to lunch detention will serve lunch detention in the auditorium after getting food from the cafeteria. From the assistant principal to me on October 26th, the very next day, 8 a.m. in the morning, of course, Mickey just told me you will have supervision during lunch detention this year. Parentheses, fun, emoji, happy face. Please send me your top 3 choices for timing. I will never forget the time I had lunch detention duty in the auditorium. There were plenty of lunch detention participants, so no worries there. We were seated at tables. The expectation was that we needed to be absolutely silent. You could either do nothing or just sit there and complete the work that you owed. Often I would go up to students and I would ask them why they were there. And they would tell me their offenses, and our conversations would normally end in a smile with me saying, well, that was stupid.
I am a comedian. I bring laughter.
I was surprised by how eager the students were to talk to me, probably because they were breaking typical lunch detention protocol and that they were supposed to be quiet, and now they weren't quiet. But they were so responsive that it got me thinking. I had searched all the traditional routes of recruiting students for the choir program, and we needed more people in the choir program, so I think that I was put there for a reason. So I would go up to students in lunch detention, and I would ask them if they sing or not. To which they would reply, no. To which I would reply, we'll see. So then what happened was for the rest of the year, not only did lunch detention serve as a lunch detention, but I would audition students in lunch detention during lunch detention. It essentially became the Reed Academy Choir lunch detention recruitment program. And the crazy thing was that most would willingly do it. I had never realized how much potential there was there.
I am a performer. I make a difference through hard work and dedication.
The Reed Choir program has gone from 15 students to 320 students in the past few years. As a matter of fact, one of our choirs this past year performed and was selected to perform at the Choir Super Bowl of the nation. 9 of the 42 people that were in that choir were recruited as a result of that experience in lunch detention. That means that 20% of the top choir at Reed Academy were found in one of the least likely of places. And if I didn't have that duty, I don't know if I would have ever realized that. In an excerpt of an essay, a student wrote about that day. He said,
"That day in lunch detention was a turning point. He asked me if I could sing, and I said, no. Okay, he then got me and a bunch of my friends to sing for him in lunch detention. I don't know how it happened, but the next day, we were all in choir. Before that day, I hadn't had a second thought about singing. But this place, it gave me purpose."
so what does this all mean? It means that we can't write off anyone. There is potential everywhere. It also means that we have the power to unlock doors in people's lives they never even knew existed. People around us are hibernating. They're waiting for the opportunity to show their true colors. So let's wake them up. Let's search our businesses, our homes, and our lunch detentions and find the potential sleeping inside of people. Inspire them. See the thing that makes them great and encourage them to share it with others.
I am myself. Thank you for seeing me.
I want to share with you some of the potential realized in the Reed Academy Choir program.
You with those sad eyes, don't be discouraged, don't you realize it's hard to take courage in a true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let it show. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Good Lord, my God's a God of trouble.